Ever wondered how your dog shows love? You're not alone. For as long as we've shared our lives with these four-legged companions, we've been curious about the ways they express their affection. And guess what? Dogs indeed have their own language of love that's as unique as they are. Now, this isn't about wagging tails or wet-nosed nuzzles alone. There's so much more to this canine affection lexicon. In fact, there are at least 10 common ways our furry friends show us they care. From the subtle lean-in during a cuddle session to the exuberant joy of jumping, each gesture is a heartwarming testament to the bond between human and hound. So, if you've ever looked into those loving puppy eyes and wondered, does my dog really love me? You're in for a treat. Stay with us as we count down the top 10 ways your dog might be trying to show you some love. Starting with number 10, the classic tail wag. Now, you might think, sure, all dogs wag their tails. What's so special about that? Well, the secret is in the wag. Not every tail wag means the same thing. Sometimes it's excitement, sometimes it's nervousness. But when your dog sees you and their tail starts wagging so hard that it seems like their whole body is wiggling along with it, that's pure love right there. The wag of happiness is a full, loose wag that makes their tail go wide. It's like they're so happy they just can't contain it. That's a dog's way of saying, I'm so happy to see you, I love you. It's their own special language of love, unique to each dog, but universally understood among dog lovers. So the next time your dog's tail goes into overdrive, know that it's one of their ways of saying, I love you. At number 9, we've got those irresistible puppy dog eyes. Yes, those endearing, soulful looks your furry friend gives you aren't just to make you swoon. There's actually a science behind it. Dogs have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, and during that time, they've developed certain facial expressions that they know will tug on our heartstrings. One of these is the puppy dog eyes look, where they raise their inner eyebrows to make their eyes appear larger and more infant-like. Research suggests that this is a form of communication, specifically designed to elicit a nurturing response from us. It's a behavior that dogs only exhibit around humans, not other dogs, which further supports this theory. So, when your dog gives you the look, it's not just about getting an extra piece of bacon from your plate. It's their way of expressing affection and deepening the bond they share with you. So, when your dog gives you the look, it's not just about treats, it's about love too. Coming in at number 8 is the affectionate lean. This endearing act is more than just a casual shift in weight. When your dog leans into you, they're saying, I trust you. It's a canine's way of seeking comfort and security. It's their way of saying, you're my safe space. This leaning isn't random. Oh no, it's a deliberate gesture, a physical embodiment of the bond they share with you. It's their way of expressing their love, trust, and affection in the most tactile way possible. They're literally leaning on you for support, both physically and emotionally. It's like a big, warm, furry hug, only better because it's coming from a creature that loves you unconditionally. So the next time your dog leans into you, lean back a little. Embrace that moment, share in their trust and love. If your dog is a leaner, congratulations, you've got yourself a canine cuddler. At number 7, we have the love licks. Now, if you're a dog owner, you've undoubtedly experienced this form of affection. It might be a little wet, a little sloppy, but it's all love. You see, when dogs lick us, it's their way of telling us they care. It's a behavior they learn as puppies, when their mothers lick them for grooming and affection. Does your dog ever greet you with a lick after a long day? Or maybe they give you a slobbery kiss first thing in the morning? These are all signs of their affection. They're saying, hey, I missed you, or I'm so glad you're here. And while the lick of love might not be everyone's cup of tea, it's a clear sign of a dog's love and loyalty. So the next time your dog gives you a slobbery kiss, just remember it's their way of showing love. Number 6 on our list is the loyal follow. Ever noticed how your furry friend always seems to be a few steps behind you, whether you're walking to the fridge or just going to the bathroom? This isn't just because they're hoping for a treat or a quick belly rub. It's actually a sign of their deep attachment to you. Think about it, in the wild, dogs are pack animals. They follow the leader of the pack everywhere. So when your dog follows you around, they are essentially saying, you are my leader and I trust you. It's their way of showing respect and love. They find comfort in your presence and want to be with you wherever you go. They are not just physically following you, but emotionally attached to you as well. So if you've got a furry shadow, that's your dog's way of saying, I love being with you. Jumping in at number 5 is, well, jumping. If you've ever been enthusiastically greeted by a dog with a jump and a wagging tail, you've experienced the joy of jumping. It's a pure expression of canine excitement and love. Dogs are not always the most subtle creatures, and when they're thrilled to see you, they often can't keep all four paws on the ground. Now, we know it's not always the most convenient form of affection. Some might even call it a nuisance. But here's the thing. Your dog isn't trying to knock you over. They're just so happy to see you that they can't contain their excitement. It's like when your favourite song comes on and you just have to dance. For dogs, jumping is that spontaneous burst of joy, that irresistible urge to celebrate your presence. So those excited jumps, that's just your dog's way of saying, "I'm so glad to see you." Cozying up at number 4, we have cuddling. Now, who doesn't love a good cuddle, especially from our furry companions? For many of us, there's nothing quite like the warmth of a dog curled up next to us. But did you know, this is also one of the ways our dogs show us their love. In the canine world, cuddling is much more than just a cozy nap or a momentary snuggle. When your dog cuddles up to you, particularly after meals, it's their way of expressing contentment and affection. It's their version of a hug, a sign of trust, a bond of togetherness. They're saying, "This is my pack and I belong here." Cuddling also makes them feel secure and strengthens the emotional bond they share with you. It's a vulnerable position for them, which means they trust you completely. So if your dog is a cuddler, know that it's their way of saying, "I feel safe and loved with you." Rolling into number 3, we have the belly up bond. Now this is a sight that sends every dog lover's heart aflutter. But did you know, when a dog exposes its belly, it's not just about getting those irresistible belly rubs, it's actually one of the most profound displays of trust and affection a dog can offer. You see, the belly is a vulnerable area for dogs. By showing it to you, they're essentially saying, "I trust you with my life." Quite touching, isn't it? Moreover, this belly-up gesture is also a sign of submission, revealing that your furry friend sees you as the leader of their pack. They're acknowledging your authority and expressing their love and respect for you. So, the next time your dog rolls over, remember it's not just about the belly rubs. It's their unique way of saying, "I love you." So, when your dog rolls over, it's not just for belly rubs, it's a sign of love too. Nudging into number 2, we have the affectionate nudge. This subtle gesture is more than just a simple push. When your dog nudges you with their snout, it is a clear sign of their deep affection for you. This little push is their way of getting your attention, their silent plea for your love and care. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I'm here and I love you." Every nudge is a reminder of the bond you share, an unspoken language that only the two of you understand. A nudge could mean they want to play, or perhaps they just need a little extra love and attention. It's their way of communicating, a gentle reminder that they're there for you, just as you are for them. So when your dog gives you a little nudge, they're not just being pushy, they're expressing their love. It's their way of saying, "Hey, you're my person and I love you." Remember, each nudge is a nugget of affection, a testament of their love for you. And finally, at number 1, the ultimate sign of doggy love, the long, loving gaze. Yes, you heard it right. Those soulful, affectionate stares your furry friend gives you are much more than just a simple look. They are a powerful expression of love, backed up by science. In the world of dogs, maintaining eye contact is not just a casual occurrence. It's a significant gesture, an intimate connection, a silent dialogue between you and your dog. When your dog locks eyes with you, it's like they are reaching out to touch your heart without lifting a paw. Scientific studies have shown that when dogs gaze into their owner's eyes, it triggers a rise in oxytocin levels in both the dog and the human. Oxytocin, often dubbed as the love hormone, plays a crucial role in bonding and social interaction. Isn't it fascinating to think that a simple gaze can stimulate such a profound biological response? But remember, this long, loving gaze is not about staring contests. It's not about who blinks first or who looks away. It's about sharing a moment, basking in each other's presence, and communicating affection without the need for words. This gaze is a testament to the deep bond between you and your dog, a bond that has been forged through shared experiences, companionship, and mutual respect. It's a bond that transcends language and species, a bond that is as profound as it is beautiful. So the next time your dog looks up at you with those loving eyes, know that it's not just a look, it's a declaration of love, a silent whisper of their unwavering loyalty and affection. So those loving gazes from your dog, that's their way of saying I love you more than anything. And there you have it, the top 10 ways your dog shows love. From the excited wagging of their tail to the gentle lean into your side, these are all expressions of your pooch's affection. Those adorable puppy dog eyes gazing at you, the joyous jumps when you come home, and the comforting cuddles on a cozy evening. They all speak the language of doggy love. Let's not forget the love-filled licks, the follow-the-leader game they so enjoy, and the belly-up bonds they form with you, and the subtle nudge of affection they give. It's their own special way of saying, I'm here for you. But the ultimate sign of love, that's in the everyday moments, the quiet companionship they offer you. So observe your dog, appreciate these signs of love they show every day, and cherish them. Remember, every wag, lick, and loving gaze is your dog's way of saying, I love you. Until next time, keep showing love to your furry friends.